What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Maha, and this channel is geared a lot towards this Infiniti 3.7 2015 premium build I currently got going on right now. If you haven't seen my past videos, go check them out. Pretty much documented when I had a car pretty close to stock, base model, bumper, obviously everything else, car fiber hood, all that kind of stuff. I have everything documented, so please go check those previous videos out before you look at this one, and actually look at the video I did previously before this one, talking about the exact opposite of 5 things that I love about the Q. So 5 things in this one, we're gonna talk about 5 things I actually dislike about the Q. Not everything's gonna be perfect, so everything's gonna come with their flaws, but again, I already knew of these issues before I even bought the car. And that's the main thing. You want to go through and do your research about anything before you buy, especially if you throw money down, your hard-earned money. Make sure you do your research. Make sure you do your research and you know what you're getting yourself into before you get into it. Prepare yourself ahead of time. But yeah, man, so real quick, we're gonna get into number 1. Number 1, man. So long story short, right after I made that last video of the 5 things I love about the Q, a couple days after, the notorious code P0720 came up, along with the P0500. Symptoms when that code comes up: RPMs are high, the car starts shifting weird, and majority of the time when you're driving, sometimes you may be stuck in first gear when you're cruising around, but majority, while you're driving on regular roads or regular speeds up to speed limit, you're gonna be stuck at 3rd gear at high RPMs, maybe like 4,000 or 5,000 RPM if you're trying to keep up with traffic. You got a heavy foot. If you got a heavy foot, don't even try to drive the car. So what I did, I took the car. I already knew what the issue was. When you get that code and the car is stuck in 3rd gear and it's messing with the transmission, all kind of stuff, your valve body is out. Now, these 3.7s transmissions are very notorious for their valve bodies failing. I was hoping it was fixed before I bought the car, because it crossed the mileage that it's supposed to go out. It came, majority of the time it goes around 70,000 to like 80,000 miles. I bought the car with 85,000 miles and everything was done by the dealer, so I was praying that it was done, but it popped up. I already had the money saved up just in case though. So like I said, going back to making sure you have all your stuff in order before you buy the car. So make sure you know of parts that are gonna go out. So yeah, that's number 1, man. The transmission valve body is from OEM is trash. I don't know why there's no recall on it. I don't know why they decided to continue to let the problem occur. Why not just call a recall, especially when so many cars that I know that have 3.7s had this issue. So I don't know why why it's not a recall and they're not just taking the fault. Again, almost everyone I know that had 3.7 had that issue. I suggest, if you're looking for a 3.7, just be prepared for that. Again, have the money saved up on the side, get that taken care of. But as soon as you fix that, man, the car drives like brand new. Like she's ready to that throttle response is a lot quicker. Downshifts are a lot smoother if you're in manual mode. That's another thing too, I forgot to say. Another symptom is that it won't go into manual mode. If you try to push it into manual mode, it will just say you're in drive rather than M1, M2, M3. It will just stay in drive, so it won't even let you go into manual mode. But again, that's saving the transmission from actually going out. So it's a good and a bad thing. Yes, it's a pretty expensive fix, but at the end of the day, it's saving your transmission from actually having to replace the whole transmission. I was actually going to try to do a VR30 transmission swap But I didn't know too many shops around here that actually did them in Florida. If you know them, drop them down below, because I might still do it later on. That shop was giving me the runaround. They were like, oh, it's not worth it. I just feel like the shop was just not trying to do the work, which is very, you know, I mean, that's pretty common down here in Florida. The people have businesses, but they just don't want to do work, man. I don't know. You know, that's people killing their blessings before you even get to them. So I don't know, man. But I just bit the bullet. I took it to the dealership. I had them replace the valve body. If you do replace the valve body, make sure you get a completely brand new one, OEM, from the dealership. Do not go refurbished, do not go used, do not go none of that. Don't go in a salvage yard and try to find one off another VQ of 3.7 or 370Z or anything. I highly do not recommend that, because my boy, my personal friend, did that through a couple of them, and his transmission went out. His old transmission went out after. So do not do that. Just get the brand new one. Our cars are very sensitive, very sensitive. So yeah, just, you know, pay the money. Make sure you have the money saved up. I said it's gonna be at least $3,500. I was quote, what, you know, when I did it at the dealer, the service advisor, he actually cut me a little deal. Manager cut me a little deal. So he took a couple $100 off. So it came out to about $3,100. Some shops, if you do it like at another shop, they might charge you just $2,500 for the piece alone. You know, it depends on your area, where you at, where you live at, who's doing it, if you have any, you know, connections, all that. But yeah, man, so that's number one. Second dislike about the Q so far. We're gonna go to the interior. So another issue that's pretty common in the Q, don't know why they haven't tried to do anything, the infamous window squeak. And while we're here about the window, how slow the window is. If you have tint on there, that's way too slow. That is way too slow. But yeah, that's on the 3.7. I'm not sure if they fixed that in earlier model Qs or later models, but yeah, that's annoying. That's very annoying. And it's they had like it had one instance actually when it was like pretty cold. It gets pretty cold down here. We got like one day when it was like really cold in the morning here in Florida, South Florida, and I was on the way to work, and I like to roll down at least a couple, like halfway down, you know. So I rolled it down halfway, still went down slow. When I got to work, freaking windows won't go back up. This window was stuck, but everything else went back up slowly. But the driver, this motherfucker's stuck on me like right here. So I literally, like, if that ever happens, try to what worked for me is pulling this up while simultaneously like trying to help the window push up. And that worked. I had to like literally like try to manually pull the window up like this, and then eventually got up there after like 20 minutes, maybe about like 5-10 minutes late to work. But I was not trying to leave my window down. But yeah, man, that shit with the windows, man, the infamous window and the window squeak. Every time you wash your car, every time it rains and you drop windows, you're gonna hear that. Yeah, that literally, like, that's how it sounds, like someone, like a dying turkey or something, man. Very high pitch, very annoying. It's mainly on the driver and sometimes on the passenger. The rear windows are fine. I don't know why they don't squeak in the back, but the front, these windows, I don't know what Infiniti did with these windows, but they kind of trash. But yeah, man, and I don't know if it's just because you're tinted. I don't know. Drop a comment if you don't have tints and it still does it. I'm not sure if it just does it just because of the window itself or just because it has tint. And you know, when I did some research, they said that you could just put nice little, you know, a little bit of grease in here to work the window a little bit better. But man, it is freaking love bug season. They're all over. This is annoying, man. These freaking love bugs. While we're in the interior, my third thing I do not like about the Q is, okay, visually it's nice. Visually, all of this center console, they had a good idea. See my nose right there. me get a little drink real quick, yo. Yeah, man. But the whole functionality of the interior right here, all this is fine. I've never really used this unless you have the camera, the 360 camera. That's what this button is here, 360 camera. This just adjusts the brightness on the screen. This is just a back button, not really useful or anything. If you want to use this like zooms in and out on the navigation itself. But yeah, if you don't have navigation, then this literally is completely useless unless you're just doing music and stuff. But if you don't have navigation, you'll just have a screen, not a screen, but a clock, just time up here. So I at least wanted a navigation up here, just have something on the screen to look functional. I have used this a couple times and it's actually pretty good. I still use my phone majority of the time because that's the most updated, GPS you'll have. But this GPS is still pretty good, and then it gives you, when you're on GPS, it gives you the the directions and everything in the middle here, in the middle screen here too. But yeah, man, I don't know if any, I mean, yeah, again, this was pretty, well, 2014, 2015, so they had a good idea. The newer ones, they do have the Apple CarPlay. Like the rental they gave me, they had the 2022. It has Apple CarPlay on the top here, so it does sync to your phone and all that kind of stuff, mirrors your phone. But yeah, man, I mean, down here there's not really much going on. It's just settings. I mean, yeah, you could go into your car settings, Bluetooth, add your phone, vehicle, adjust it to make sure it's, centered properly, like that center, and the wheel is centered. So, stuff like that, cornering G's and all kind of stuff. They have G-force and all that, all that fun stuff. But for the most part, not really, unless you, again, if you have navigation, then yeah, you use the navigation, enter your addresses or whatever. Good idea, but a little bit more functionality would have been great from Infiniti. And for number 4, come around here to the back, right? So first of all, lifting in the trunk. When I first was looking at this car, I was checking out everything. When I first, was looking into getting an Infiniti Q50, I looked, the one I was looking at, I lifted up the trunk. I tested everything, I was trying to lift the trunk. I noticed how freaking heavy, first of all, to lift this trunk, right? So I was like, eh, right? Then, the struts or whatever, I know these are replaceable, but again, coming from OEM, man, this shouldn't be like this. But yeah, so this is how heavy the trunk is. I'm not doing nothing. I'm literally gonna let it just drop. Y'all heard how loud that was? I mean, it's easy, so we don't have to slam the trunk, so we just let it drop. But like, damn, man, I feel like I'm hurting the car, and the license plate slapping against the paint all the damn time and shit, man. Like that's I don't know. It's just the little things. Because my Honda Accord I had before didn't have the issue. It was nice and smooth, nice and smooth, man. But I don't know what the hell that was, Infiniti. That y'all gotta do something about that too. I don't know if they, again, I don't know if they fixed that in the new models. Actually, they did, because I did open the trunk on the 2022, and it did not have that issue. It was actually pretty light. It was a light trunk. It moved up and down pretty easily. Don't disregard my car. My car is very dirty. It's been raining like after 3 p.m., after 1 p.m. every day. So I'm not even gonna try to wash my car. If it doesn't rain today, I might just try to do a quick little rinse down, because I really hate when my car looks like this with these water spots. But yeah, man. And for number 5, going back into the interior right here really quick. Infiniti, explain this one. Why do I not have paddle shifters? I get it. You left that for the sport models. You left that for, thing. But the thing is, right? From factory, these cars are still pre-wired for the paddle shifters. So why not give us the paddle shifters? You went through all of that to install the wiring harness to give us the option of, being able to install paddle shifters. But you could have just add the paddle shifters. if you don't want to give us the GTR, you know, aluminum paddles, you could have just gave like a shorter, smaller paddles that, you know, sit behind here. You got Honda Civics and Corollas that come stock with little mini paddle shifters here with the plus and minus here. I mean, like, it's again, I am nitpicking the smaller things, but it's just it's like, yo, y'all could have just added the paddle shifters. I mean, even though I think that it would have been easier for me to just swap out and put the carbon. I'm actually gonna be doing the carbon paddle shifters install, so I can't wait for y'all to see that one. Just looking for the color, trying to decide on what color I want to do. I might just do the carbon, was it the Ford Carbon Red, to, you know, go along with the whole theme of the car. I do have some mats coming in too. Y'all gonna see those coming. That's gonna be the diamond mats that's gonna cover all of the carpet itself, so that's gonna be a dope addition to the interior here. But yeah, man, I mean, just, you know, paddle shifters, you could have just added them. Pretty sure it wasn't that expensive, yo. Again, y'all, those were just minor things that I still was able to, you know, keep this car, and I'm still wanting to keep the car for a long time. Those are just small little things, but again, they're fixable things. You could just replace the struts. The valve body is very easy to replace through the dealer. Yes, it's pretty expensive to fix, but again, just make sure you have your money saved up when you have that part go out, or ask whoever had the car and be like, yo, has the valve body been changed? Maybe if it's at a dealer, have them replace the valve body before you even buy the car. You know, try to work that in a deal. You never know, they might do it just to make the sale. They might, you know, to make you happy, they'll do that. Depending on the dealership. You know, never hurts to ask a question, man. So, but yeah, man, I mean, again, these are all fixable stuff, so that's why I don't hate, I just dislike about the Q after about 2-3 years of ownership so far. But other than that, I freaking, you know, I love this car every day, man. The sound, the looks, breaking necks everywhere you go. Simple stuff, the most simple stuff you do with this car, it changes the whole vibe. But again, that's me, you know. I like simple yet classy, you know, not too ridiculous on mouths and, you know, crazy cut up fenders. But I ain't gonna lie though, there's some Qs that, you know, they doing it, man. They doing it big. But again, I still have other stuff I'm trying to do. This Q is gonna stay the daily, and then add on, definitely gonna be having a GTR, R34. You know, it's gonna be a fleet of vehicles. So y'all gonna follow me throughout this, you know, this journey, and I'm gonna take y'all along with me, man. But that's the whole point of this channel. You know, I have a lot of people asking me about how. Actually, one person asked me how can they manifest this car into their life, and it's just like that, man. It's literally your first of all, your mindset and how you think of your money, how you're spending your money, and always keep that in the back of your mind. Like, all right, I want this, so I have to. Some stuff is gonna have to take a step back. You know, partying, going out to eat. Let me save money. Let me go to the grocery and buy some food, make my own food for lunch. You know, put us so much here in monthly savings. Make sure you have some, you know, money saved up for those emergencies, for that valve body going up. You know, you never know what's gonna happen, man. So make sure you got a good amount of, you know, get your head on right. Not spend your money on stupid stuff, and then start planning out what you want to do with the car. You know, make sure you have proper proper modification list that you want to do. Before I even got this car, I already had the mods. I wanted to black out the trim on the grill. I wanted to do the sport bump conversion if it wasn't a sport. I want to do the carbon hood. Definitely these wheels were actually on one of the cars that I had pictures of, and I actually like these wheels from OEM. So this was actually one of the wheels I would love to have on the car before I even got it. You know, front lip, rear diffuser, car art grip exhaust. I mean, once you speak something into the universe, man, it will happen. You know, doors will start opening up. But keep your vision, man. Keep your vision. Don't just let this be your end all be all. You know, keep moving forward, man. Like after this, yeah, it's my dream daily. Now I got the actual dream car I want to get. You know, the dream toy car, and a bunch of other stuff that, you know, dream house. All that stuff got going on, man. dream businesses. You gotta keep your head on, keep that vision, keep that tunnel vision. Don't let anyone say you can't do it. Don't say you can. How you doing, man? But yeah, man, you just keep your head on, keep that vision. Take pictures if you need to, set it as a freaking phone background, you know? I mean, I'll show you my phone background right now. Background on my phone right now, the R34. Well, before I even got the Q is my background. So I mean, you want it, you're gonna get it, man. You gotta act like you have it before you even get it. That's my secret. When you start looking around, before you even have the money, go to the freaking dealership. Don't care about if they're trying to sell you the car or if you think you're wasting their time. No, they waste their time, so go ahead. Start shopping around. Go to the dealership. Say, hey, I want to look at this car. I said, you know, we'll look at it. I said, and inside, take it for a test drive. Make sure you know how the car is supposed to run. You know, go to test drive a few of them. Look at a few of them. Touch it, touch the handles. You know, go inside, feel a car, take pictures if you want, and just have that in your vision, man. And that's how you're gonna manifest it. And again, that vision board. If you don't have a vision board, definitely try to do that. Print out a picture from Google, all modification stuff you want on it, someone that has the Q that you look at like every day in awe. Freaking print out a picture if you see it on Instagram. Screenshot it, send to email, print it out on your computer, post it up you know, every day where you can see it. Put it on your thing, on your screensaver as your phone, computer, work computer, anything, man. That's how you gonna get it, man. That's how you gonna get it. But yeah, man, so those are those 5 quick things I dislike about the Q. Do not hate, I just dislike about the Q. Hate is a very strong word, so careful what you say. Not just 5 quirks that irritate, you know, kind of irritate me about the Q, but it's livable. You could live with it, and it's fixable items at the same time. So thank y'all for watching. If y'all made this far in the video, please consider subscribing, hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I post a video. That like button and drop a comment, question, concerns, anything you got, drop them down in the comments below. All my social media is actually linked down in the description as well, so check that out if you want to follow me on Instagram. Post a lot on Instagram, post a lot of reels. I've been, you know, I have other friends that wear the cars that are going to be on the channel soon too as well. I actually got done shooting a test reel with my friend. Yeah, he just got a GT3 Porsche 911. Freaking car is beautiful, man. That car is gonna be on here too. Might do a like nice little POV review type video on that car. If y'all want to see that, drop a comment down below. We got a couple of friends with some actual JDM cars from Japan, so y'all gonna see that too. And yeah, man, we gotta keep this ball rolling, man. So if y'all rock with the video, y'all rock with the content, appreciate each and every one of y'all. We just hit 600 subscribers. We're over 600 subscribers now, man. I did not expect that, man. I don't want to thank each and every one of y'all for rocking with the family so far, man. Join the family. Again, my name is Maha, and I'm out. Peace.